For more than 20 years, Iva Community Food Pantry has brought together every aspect of civic life, from church and local government to private business, individual citizens, and a hometown helping of volunteerism. Betty Ritchie first learned of the food pantry when she delivered bread there for a previous employer. One of the volunteers shared with her a story about a young boy who frequented the pantry.
Miss Tina, if you could just make sure I get this every time, I know I won't go hungry. And it was that loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter. And when she told me that, that really tugged hard on my heart.
Ritchie began volunteering at the pantry thinking she would be handling paperwork.
Now I'm the director over it, and I mean, this is part of my life.
A ministry of First Baptist Church of Iva, Iva Community Food Pantry typically serves 85 to 110 families with food giveaways twice a month. When the coronavirus pandemic struck early last year, that number increased to more than 120 families, representing about 700 individuals. Food is given away 2 Tuesdays each month at First Baptist on Highway 81, not far from downtown, while volunteers store and pack non-perishable and perishable food donations in warehouse space owned by the town of Iva and located across the street from Iva Town Hall. Donations come from Second Harvest Food Bank, area companies such as Aldi, and individual donors. A Bible study group at First Baptist donates money each month to purchase toilet paper, laundry detergent, dish soap, and other non-food products. Iva Town Clerk and Treasurer Tim Taylor says for a small community like Iva, not having a local food pantry would be a hardship.
Some of the folks who receive food ride their bicycles or they pull a cart, so obviously they could not go all the way into Anderson. And some of the folks that they serve are elderly who may not want to drive that distance. So to have something here local is very convenient to those that are in need, and also the church. This is a ministry of First Baptist Church, and so it's important that when the folks go and receive their food, obviously they're at the church when they receive it, because this is primarily funded by the church. It is the ministry of First Baptist Church. But to be right here in the community is very important.
Ritchie and Taylor say the Iva Community Food Pantry is a great example of local people helping their local community.
What's rewarding is that every day I can look out my window and see the volunteers over here doing something, whether they're bringing food in or over here packaging the boxes to go out. We're just really proud of the volunteers. I think that it really showcases the heart of the people from this community. I think that really shows this county what the people of Iva are made of. They're truly good people who they're investing a lot of their time into this very, very needed ministry.
And for Ritchie, the reward is having the opportunity to touch someone's life.
We may not touch everybody, but I know for a fact there's been a couple of people that they've told me stories. One lady, she was thinking, I don't know what she was thinking, but it was her birthday. She was homeless. And for some reason, she got ready to pull off because I could tell she was living out of her car. And I said, hang on a minute. She said, what? I said, here's a cake for you. And I don't even remember even putting the cake in the truck. And she looked at me. She come back 2 weeks later and she told me, she said, you changed my life. This food pantry did. Because it was my birthday that day. And I was going to go home and do something I shouldn't do. I don't know what she's going to do, but it's stories like that that I know I reached out and touched her. And she said, I'm not a firm believer in God, but she said, I know God was speaking to you that day.
If you want to help or if you need help, contact First Baptist at the number on your screen. You can also find more information at AndersonSCLiving.com. For Anderson SC Living, I'm Jamarcus Gaston.